Hey, how's it going? Hello, wie geht's? Xin chao, kuya kong. You never know what language you'll need at the Bach table. It's a very diverse game. Please take a seat. Excuse the temporary layout, please. They told us to temporarily convert this blackjack table into a Baccarat table so they can work on changing out some of the layouts behind me. As you can see, that's not really happening yet. Yeah, I cannot wait for the expansion of the casino either. I think Nick, the president, has talked about it on some videos on the site. Yeah, make sure you check us out. Nick's ASMR Casino is honestly pretty good at uploading new videos and info about expanding our property. I think as a feature of your Players Club membership, you can subscribe and get notified when there's a relevant post you may want to see. Well, if you're a frequent player, it can't hurt, you know. I think I remember you from before. Anyway, my name is Nick, and it is a pleasure to meet you again. You do have a player's card, right? Like the president and CEO, Nick. No, I'm just dealer, Nick. Thanks for the compliment, though. You forgot your card. That's fine. We can look you up. I'm sure the floor supervisor can put you in. Let's see what you're buying in for. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen you at the Bach table before. Have you played? Okay. Well, I will explain everything. Do you want to buy in for 520 or you just want this 20 back? Alright, there you go. I like to explain everything the way we do it here, make sure we're all on the same page. We'll get these chips to you and explain how to play and hopefully make some money. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. Playing greens today. Alright. Each green chip, of course, is worth 25. So there's 1, 2, 3, 400, 450, and $500 for you. There's that. So, put that in the drop box. The good thing about Baccarat is that you're allowed 8 free hands per shoe of cards played. The regulars like to use these to get to the end of a bad shoe or at the beginning try and figure out a pattern, but we'll use a free hand now to better explain the game for you. So there's a lot of side bets and versions of Baccarat, but the main game is simple. There are 2 main betting options. You can either bet on the player, as you can see here, which traditionally is blue. On our temporary layout, it's red, so it's a little confusing if you have some experience with the game. But you can also bet on the banker, which traditionally is red, but on this layout is yellow. And you're betting on who is going to win the next hand. You bet on one or the other prior to the cards being dealt. And really, that's technically all you need to know to be able to play the game. There are no more decisions for you to make after betting. It's dissimilar to blackjack, where you decide to hit and stand. In Bach, the dealer will play out each hand in accordance with set rules that we'll go over in a second. And then the last thing I like to tell people is that the player and banker are just names for the 2 hands. I'm not the banker, you're not the player. You're essentially just betting on red or blue, or red and yellow in this case, almost like red or black on roulette. It actually is a little bit better than red or black on roulette. If the side you bet on wins, you get paid. If the side you bet on loses, you lose your bet. It's pretty simple. So like I said, let's demonstrate a free hand, and I'll show you how the game works. So, First is the burn procedure, similar to burning the first card in blackjack, and Baccarat works a little bit different. You burn the value of the first card drawn. So in this case, we're going to pull 10 cards. So we're burning 10 cards for a total of 11. Man, I don't really, not a fan of these temporary layouts. Anyway, so first, 2 cards are dealt, each to the player and the banker face down. 1, 1. That's not supposed to happen. 2, 2. The player's hand is revealed first, and the total is announced. In this case, player is showing a 2. In Baccarat, face cards are worth nothing, essentially. Aces are worth 1, and value cards are worth their value. Now, the highest score you can have is 9. So for any 2-digit values, in this case 12, just drop the first digit. So this 12 is really a 2. A 10 is nothing. Right, it's easy. You'll see as we go along. It doesn't really matter because you've already bet. You don't really need to follow along with the rules of the game. It's kind of a weird concept. You'll either win or you'll lose, and I do all the work. But just in case you want to, follow along with the dealer, make sure you're not being cheated, and I'll explain the rules. But so in this case, the player is showing 2, and the banker has a 1. 6 plus 5 is 11. Drop the first digit, 1. So at this point in the game, if either side has an 8 or a 9, it's called a natural win, and the game is over. If not, each side can draw 1 more card depending on the rules. Indulge me briefly as I explain. It's kind of hard to follow, but the player will draw if they have less than a 6, which is pretty simple. So in our case, player has a 2, they're going to draw a 3rd card. If the player doesn't draw, meaning they have a 6 or better, the banker plays by the player rules and draws below 6. Now things get a little bit tricky when the player does draw a 3rd card for the banker side, but don't worry. Again, you don't really need to worry about the rules, but if you want to follow along, the banker will always take a 3rd card if their value is 0, 1, or 2. If it's a 3, this is where it gets kind of tricky. He'll hit as long as the player's 3rd card, which I haven't drawn yet, isn't an 8. So a 3 will draw on anything unless the player's 3rd card is an 8. Not the value of the hand, just the 3rd card. You can remember this, sometimes we call it the 38 special. Yeah. If the player has a 4, if the banker has a 4, the banker hits if the player's 3rd card is a 2 through 7. 5 hits if the player's 3rd card is 4 through 7, and a 6 will hit if the player's 3rd card is 6 or 7. Anything higher than that stands. Again, we'll get there, and you'll get it with time. But once each side has the appropriate number of cards, the values are totaled, and whichever side has closest to 9 wins. If they tie, neither wins or loses. So let's go ahead and finish out this hand real quick. So player has a 2. We know that player draws under 6, so let's take a 3rd card. Player decreases to 1. Right? So 9 plus 8 is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And remember, we're dropping the first digit and only using the 2nd. So the player has a 1. The banker is going to draw 0, 1, and 2. The banker always draws. Banker decreases to nothing. 11 plus 9, 20. So the player will win 1 over nothing. that's the game. As far as your bets are concerned, if the player wins, you get paid out 1-to-1. So if you bet $20, you win $20. However, just like the hitting rules, the banker is a little bit complicated in this game. And I'll tell you why. So mathematically, the banker wins about 1.18% more than the player. Most people know that, but I don't like to talk strategy too much. The casino, the pit bosses don't get too happy. But it has a lower house edge, so it's a 5% commission that's taken out of your winnings. Basically, it kind of just evens back out towards 50-50. Just remember, the house will always have some sort of slight advantage, and it adds up. But since the banker will win a little bit more often, that 5% commission is taken out. So you win 95% of your bet. By the way, chasing your losses isn't a good idea. I always like to throw this out as well. If you think you may be developing a gambling addiction, call 1-800-GAMBLER. They can help you for free and even just lend an ear. If you want, we can have the floor supervisor go and grab you a card with their information on it. Anyway, that's the whole game. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So honestly, take your pick. It doesn't really matter. But if you want a sliver of a percent better chance, bet banker. As always, we can get into some side bets later if you want, but I would focus on the main game for now. All right. So at this table, the minimum bet is $25. So let's go ahead and play. 25 on banker. And we'll use this betting area over here. It's a little bit further out of the way. Since this layout's a little weird, we'll use the side and then have room for the cards here. Let's hope for a banker, or this side. Remember, player's cards here, banker side's here. Good luck. So the player is showing a natural 8. Remember, we talked, if there's an 8 or a 9 on the first hand, the game is over. So the only thing that you can win on is if you have a 9. Banker has a 5. Player wins natural 8 over 5. But that is okay. You can't win every time. You want to go for the player now. 25 still. Excellent. Best of luck. Player showing 2, and the banker has a natural 8 this time. Banker wins natural 8 over 2. I probably should have taken your bet before collecting the cards. Oh well. I don't think anyone saw. 50 on banker. We'll hopefully get you a win here. Come on. So, the banker is showing a 1. I'm sorry, player showing a 1. Banker has nothing. Player increases to 3. Banker remains at nothing. Player wins 3 over nothing. Yeah, unfortunately, in my opinion, jumping back and forth, I'd rather just keep the same bet. Sometimes it'll do you a little bit better, and you may be able to chase a streak. All right, 75 on the banker. Best of luck. Player showing natural 8. Banker has a 1. Player wins natural 8 over 1. Wow. It's your choice. choice. Again, I would stick with one bet. We'll go banker again. Alrighty. $75. We'll do 100. $100 on banker. Good luck. Player showing a 2. Banker has 3. So again, remember, under 6. Player remains at 2. Now with the banker 3, remember we have the 38 special. The third card for the player isn't an 8, so we're going to go ahead and draw. Banker decreases to nothing. Player wins 2 over nothing. Very unlucky. We have some decisions to make. You're going to make a $100 bet. Where do we want to make this $100 bet? Stick with the banker. What's the tie? So the tie pays 8 to 1. Some houses pay 10 to 1. Not very good odds, but yeah, you can bet on a tie. $5 on the tie just for fun. On this layout, let's just go ahead and put it in the middle of player and banker. Best of luck. Player is showing a 6. Banker has nothing. So, player hits below 6. In this case, player has a 6. So we're not going to hit. Banker is going to play by player rules. Since banker has below a 6, we're going to draw. Banker, I don't know why I can't speak today, but banker increases to 6. There is a tie. So your main wager on the banker is going to push. So you'll get that money back. And then your tie is going to pay 8 to 1, which in this case is $40. So we have 25, 30, 35, $40. Nicely done calling the tie. Don't know how you did it, but that'll get you a nice little win, huh? Feels good to finally pay you something. Let's go banker again with 125. Alrighty. Best of luck. Let's see a banker win. Player showing 2. Banker has natural 8. Banker wins natural 8 over 2. Finally. So let me explain to you how commission works, just so that you can check your dealer's work, basically. It works out to roughly 5%. There's some rounding in certain cases, but I'll tell you the easiest way. Every $100, there's a $5 commission taken out of it, right? So we have 125. So you already know we're going to take at least a $5 commission. Now every quarter or every $25, there's $1.25 taken out of it, which is why, if you've noticed, we have actual quarters on this game, which is kind of interesting. Some houses will have quarter chips, but a lot of them do play with, like us, actual quarters. So we have $5, $1.25 for $6.25 taken out of your winnings. So this is going to be what you're getting paid for your banker win. We have 115, 16, 17, 18. 118.75 is your payout. No, I'm not always gonna slow down and pay it that way and explain it that slowly. But for your first banker win, I just want you to fully understand what's going on there. Congratulations. Alright, let's place another bet. $100 on the banker again. Feeling good. Best of luck. Player is showing a 2. Banker has a 1. In this case, both sides are going to draw. Player remains at 2. Banker remains at 1. Player wins 2 over 1. It's kind of hard to tell. Normally at our Baccarat tables, we have a board that keeps up with it, keeps up with the hands, and you can start to see trends. If you'd like, we can give you pen and paper to write it down with. Yeah, to me, if I had to guess, it's gonna chop, is what they call it, back to banker. When it goes player, banker, player, banker, player, banker. But that's just a feeling that I'm getting, you know. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, let's do it. $100. Good luck. I hope I didn't lie. Player showing 2. Banker has nothing. We've got a both side draw on this one. Player increases to 6. Banker increases to 7. Banker wins 7 over 6. Now, while I'm paying that, I'll tell you, if all the regulars were here, they would have bet most hands the Fortune 7 side bet, which is banker winning with a 3-card 7. It pays 45 to 1. But you know, side bets are a bad bet. Stick with the banker. I like it. 150 on this one. Good luck. Player showing nothing. Banker has 1 or a blackjack. Ooh, player remains at nothing. Banker increases to 9. Banker wins 9 over nothing. So the commission on $150 is $7.50. 125. 750. So there's $8, 9, 10, 15, 20, and 25. There's another side bet that isn't super common. Some people love it, but it's called the Dragon Bonus, and basically it's an additional wager that whoever you're betting for is going to win by a value of 4 or more. In this case, winning 9 would have paid 30 to 1. So every $5 gets paid 150. Again, don't worry about side bets. You're missing out on 100. They're sucker bets, but they can be fun every once in a while. Alright, good luck. Player showing natural 8. Banker has nothing. Player wins natural 8 over nothing. Oh, Tony. Xin chào, khỏe không? I'm good, thank you. Yeah, chúc mừng mai. Tạm biệt. That was Tony, one of my Vietnamese players. They've been teaching me a little bit. Yeah, it's very player. It's very commonly an Asian game. I think it actually has its origins somewhere in Europe if you dig back far enough in history. But Baccarat's typically played by Asian players. Here we have a lot of Thai, Vietnamese. We have a couple of Chinese players. I think I've only run into 2 Japanese players here, but again, it's the area that you're in. But overwhelmingly, it's played by Asian cultures. There are a lot of Americans that play it as well. In my opinion, they're smart because Baccarat has some of the best odds in the casino. Yeah. Player showing natural 8. Banker has 1. Player wins natural 8 over 1. Nicely done. I think we're getting the hang of this now. Again, we don't have to deal with this stupid commission coming out of the player. It just pays 1 to 1. So there's your $100 profit. And I think we might be close to even. Yeah, you want me to count it out for you? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're above. You broke even. 4. Here's 500. So we have 515, 520, 520, 150. So you're up $21.50, which isn't crazy. However, remember how poorly we started off. Yeah, you want to get rid of a little bit of red. We'll just color up, how about 50 of it, give you 2 green. Yeah, that stack was getting pretty big. Alright, give me 2 seconds to get reorganized here. And let's play. What would you like to bet? 150 on player. Good luck. Yeah, I'm not mad with backing it off a little bit, you know. Player showing 2. Banker has 3. Ooh, player increases to 8. Now, is banker gonna, this is a test, is banker gonna take a card or not with a value of 3? Remember the 38 special, right? So a 6 isn't an 8, obviously. Banker remains at 3. Player wins 8 over 3. Nicely done. There's $50 for you. Yeah, you are really starting to get a hang of it now. You think it's going back to banker? $25. 5 on the tie. Let's see what we got. Good luck. Player showing 2. Banker has 2. Player decreases to nothing. Banker increases to 9. Banker wins 9 over nothing. So I'll take your $5 tie bet. And how much commission is going to be taken out of $25? $1.25, right? So now that you have some singles and change, they're not really useful for you to bet with. There's not a whole lot you can do with it other than maybe tip your dealer, tip a cocktail waitress, or you can use, a lot of players will pay their own commissions. So you know it's $1.25, right? It's a simple one. So you can just go ahead and throw $1.25 next to your bet. And then it saves some time, gets rid of some of your change. I can just pay you 1 to 1 and take the commission that you paid. Relatively simple, right? Congratulations again. 75 on banker. You're excited. Slow it down. Slow it down. The cards aren't going anywhere. Player showing 5. Banker has a 5. Player increases to 6. Now, do you remember when the banker hits on a 5? So banker hit 0, 1, and 2. 38 special. 4 is 2 through 7. 5 is 4 through 7. And this is a 1. So the banker is not going to hit. And we're going to tie 5 to 5. In this case, you don't have a bet on the tie, but you're also not going to lose your banker bet. It is just a push. You want to leave it there? Perfect. Player is showing a natural 8. Banker has a 4. Player wins natural 8 over 4. Bets are open. 150 on player. Five on the tie as well. 10. Alright. Best of luck. Player is showing 4. Banker has a 3. Oh, player decreases to 2. Again, this is kind of a weird one and unfortunate, but the 38 special, Banker's going to win 3 over 2. Yeah, that was a rather unfortunate loss. 25 on player. Yeah. If you can't really get a feel for what's going on, it's not bad to back down your bet for a little bit. Try to catch a pattern again. But like I said, it is a random game. The casino's going to have the advantage. Player showing 5. Banker has a 5. Player remains at 5. Tie. Let's leave it up there and get you a win real quick, yeah? Player showing natural 9. Banker has 5. Player wins natural 9 over 5. Congratulations. There's the 25. 50 on player. Good luck. Player showing nothing. Banker has a 1. Player increases to 7. Banker remains at 1. Player wins 7 over 1. Another quick $50 for you. Congratulations again. Like I said, you're getting the hang of this game. Let's go, what do I think? Man, why you gotta ask me such a rough question? The thing is, I'll give input. I don't like deciding what to do with your money, but if I had to guess, I'd make a bet on the Banker. 200. You're making me sweat. I hope I'm right. Good luck. Player showing 2, not bad. Banker has a 7. Let's see a 10. One time. Player increases to 4. Banker wins 7 over 4. $200. Well, 190 when commission is all said and done. There's 150, 175, 180, 85, 90. $190 for you. That was a good one. Nicely done. 100 on Banker. Keep the momentum going. I like it. Player showing 1. Banker has 1. Player remains at 1. Banker increased to 5. Banker wins. Nicely done. Take out the commission. Thank you. I love when guys pay the commission. It makes my job so much easier. But then people try to do all this partial commission stuff where they'll pay, part of it. You're doing pretty well. Let's go 75 on the Banker. Player showing 2. Banker has a natural 8. Nicely done. Yeah, you want help on the commission? So it's $3.75. Remember, $1.25 each, so we can go $1, $2, $3, $25, $50, $75. If you just want to toss that. Oh, you want to keep a little bit of a little bit of white for your cocktail waitress. That makes sense. That's fine. I can do the commission for you. So your payout's going to be 50, 71, 25. So, because you're a nice dude, do you mind if I make a suggestion? Right. So, can I grab your chips and count them out real quick? Thank you. So this is over $500, which is what you started for. In fact, this is $500 right here. And then we have some extra green. So, if I were you, it kind of takes some stress out of your night. We're just learning, you came in to learn, have some fun. I personally would color these up to a purple chip. This is worth $500. You take this, you throw it in your pocket, and then you can do whatever you want with this. We can experiment, have some fun, maybe even win a little bit of money. But this way you know that you are going home a winner. So let's go ahead and do that. Some dealers will tell you, give you some hints like this. Some dealers won't. I'll tell you, the casino doesn't want to make sure you're a winner, but I work for you, not the casino. Most of us work off a tip, so I want to see you win. Grab your white. Thank you so much. Let me do that after we color up real quick. So here's your purple. I would, I would tuck that away. Give me 2 seconds to organize my rack here. Again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. All right, keep riding that banker train with $50. Yeah, we've got you've got about $275 to play with. 280. Sorry, my estimating skills are horrible. So let's go. Yeah, nice and easy. $50 on banker. Now we can just relax and not have to worry about winning or losing because we're going away. We're going away even at least. Let's make a couple $100, shall we? Player showing 5. Banker has a 2. Player increases to 6. Banker increases to 8. Nicely done. $250 the commission. Keep it going with the banker, $75 bet. Good luck. Player showing 5. Banker has a 1. Player remains at 5. Come on. Banker increases to 8. Banker wins 8 over 5. $375 is the commission. Again. You know what? Let me teach you about overpaying because you'll see it. So at least you can see what's going on. So if for whatever reason you want, and some regulars have this all planned out. They know they want this many quarters, this many white. Maybe they plan on getting a drink, tipping a waitress, whatever. Sometimes they want to overpay, and so they'll throw down $5. Actually, I'll teach you two things while we're sitting here. So that makes it all sorts of complicated for the dealer. We know $375 is the commission. They're paying $5, which leaves what? So we're gonna overpay by $225. So we break out the $75. We get the $2.25 since you're overpaying. and I'll take the 5. The other thing that you'll see that isn't exact commission or the dealer taking out commission, and this is a good option as well, so you don't have the $3. This is what I would do. You've got to, well, funny thing is you have exactly $3.75, but you can only pay the $75. So now I'll take $3 out of this. And we have $50, $72, and I'll take these 75 cents. So those are just a couple of different options you have as far as paying commission in this game goes. And honestly, give me 3 of the, or 4 of those green. Here's a black. Now you're not only going to walk away even, you're going to walk away a winner. Yeah, I like to look out for you, I'm telling you. 10 for myself. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your continued generosity. What do we want to bet? Feeling a player this time. 25 bucks. There we go. Player showing 2. Banker has 6. Player decreases to nothing. Banker wins 6 over nothing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? 50 bucks for the banker. Let's get it. Player showing 4. Banker has a 3. Player increases to 9. Banker decreased to 2. Player wins 9 over 2. $25 on the player. Good luck. Player showing natural 8. Banker has 2. Player wins natural 8 over 2. Nice call. Let it ride. So, where are you from? Yeah, I like to ask all my guests where they're from. We get people from all over the world, all over the U.S., the UK, Germany. Player showing 6. Banker has 7. Banker wins 7 over 6. Yeah, this situation kind of feels a little bit like a natural. It's not a natural, but similar to a natural, like 6-6 ties, 6-7s. They don't draw, right? Because player draws below 6. If player doesn't take a card, banker plays by player rules. Banker draws below 6. In this case, they have a 7. So, all right. Yeah, I guess I should wait for you to bet first, huh? Sometimes I zone out, just listening to the cards and the sound of the chips is really relaxing. Anyway, let me stop playing around. We'll play out some more hands here. Go ahead and color up some of that red for you. Let's see, this should be 100 right here. And I'll give you quarters so you can play them. And go ahead and throw them on the banker. I can do that. Again, let me fix my rack real quick now that we're adjusting all sorts of things. Alrighty. Banker. Good luck. Player showing 5. Banker has natural 8. Banker wins natural 8 over 5. Nice. $95 is going to be your payment with the commission taken out. Stack up the green. Take one off, two off. Cool. That leaves you with 125 on banker. Perfect. Player showing natural 9. Banker has a 6. Player wins natural 9 over 6. Yeah, so you're up, what, 125, 180-ish. You're up 180-ish. Yeah, I'm not in a rush. I can give you a second to figure out what you want to do. Not a problem. It can be a tough decision, you know. But, hey, listen, I always tell people, I know how the math works. You're ahead. You had fun. You learned what? We've been here 45 minutes-ish. And by the way, I probably go on break here in about 5 minutes, and you're not going to like the guy behind me. Believe me. Yeah, let's go ahead and color up. I think it was a great night. You're going to come back and see me, though, right? All right, cool. Because I deal all sorts of stuff. I deal Baccarat, of course. I deal blackjack. I'm going to deal some poker games, craps, roulette. Yeah, you'll see me around here periodically. I don't want to only deal. Let's go. Hold on, holding a conversation and coloring up. So there's the 100. So 160 is going to be your total. But yeah, like I said, I don't only want to focus on dealing, you know. I love it. I do. And a lot of people love it. But you know, I like to stick to my roots from time to time. Yeah, not everyone's into gambling like that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, that is true. I did make you a winner today. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I deal here pretty frequently. I'm a part-timer. But yeah, just keep checking back. And then, like I was telling you earlier, with your Players Club subscription, you'll be able to see when I'll be here. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your generosity. Yeah, I'll catch you next time. Take care.